Toward the end of my trip 2 summers back, which the Blue Canoe has been all about, and I recommend if you like this story you've come across, you might enjoy reading the bluecanoe.life. There's a bunch of other stories on there. I really think when you boil us all down, it's boiling down, rendering us into stories. That's what we exist on. This is one that happened toward the end of the trip when the season was changing. I had been visited by not one bear but 2 bears in a night, and those 2 bears were probably a mother and an older cub. She wasn't as protective of him, and he came an hour ahead of the time she came. But after I'd been visited by them both, I took off. I didn't need a third invitation, just put everything in the canoe and start paddling. And in the Arctic during the summer it doesn't get fully dark, but the sun will go down below the horizon and then come back up. And as I started to paddle, it was just calm. And the calmness reflected the sunset on the surface of the water. And so after I'd been up all night, mostly dealing with the bears, I was paddling 1 hour, 2 hours. You get a little spacey, and I was feeling that here I was paddling through the sky, that I was a fledgling angel learning how to navigate through the sky. And then the sun started to get brighter as it came up, and on the right side though it was dark indigo, and there was one bright star which was Venus, and I could see her. And then the first part that happened was a small mist came along the water, like a scrim, kind of making it harder to see the shore and to see the reflections on the water, and followed by a really thick fog. I didn't appreciate at that time it was a change in the season. We were moving out of summer and into fall, and that thick fog erased everything. I couldn't see the shore, I couldn't see the sky, couldn't really see around me. And it reminded me when I was a kid, in grade school, I always asked to clean the blackboard. I don't know why I liked erasing everything, but I did. And I thought about that for a while, and I had to stop. And I stopped on an island which was in the middle of the river, and walking along the beach at the edge where the rocks all started to pile up, the glisten of the fog on top of the rocks turned all these different colored rocks into rock candy. It's kind of a beautiful moment. And I saw the tracks of a single caribou along the sand proclaiming I was here, until he turned and entered the river and swam away. And I've always remembered that evening because of the silence and the beauty that was there, and that I had been an angel for a moment.